The first one I did was in Lawrence County, but shortly thereafter, actually one of the first cases that it was the second or third case that I did was in Johnstown, which was it's kind of strange. It was probably about 200 or 300 yards away from where we found the buried body a couple weeks ago. So it's sort of the circle, sort of my territory, if you want to put it in that way, is almost all of Pennsylvania, and we've done cases in New York to about the Finger Lakes, and then we've done cases almost to Columbus. So it's a pretty big territory. Attributed to the fact that we can do the forensic archaeology. We can process a scene for the police and for the coroner's office, and so that's very unique. And the results are always again, our focus is not just, well, we're good at bones and we find them. Our focus is on answering questions. How long have the bones? How long has the body been there? What were the past events there? And that's what the police want to know. So, for example, the thing in Johnstown, um, it's a burial, so we want to figure out how long ago that occurred. So we'll look at how much soft tissue is left, look at features of the scene, um, all these things. So we want to answer for the coroner's office how long ago it occurred. Um, we'll look at the position and the orientation of the body that may give us some hint as to what happened in the past. Um, and if there's any signs of animal activity or activity after the fact, in a case where there might be a burial, is there evidence that a few months later or at some point later somebody came in and tried to alter the evidence, move it around? And so for the police, we're trying to address that. Okay, it looks like this individual was killed, deposited here, and then they didn't come back, or they came back and tried to hide evidence, move the skull because it's recognizable, or something like that. And so we're not. Again, the focus is on reconstructing what happened in the past. That's the main focus. It's not just collecting the bones and being able to give the coroner a general profile of the individual. It's the focus is on providing for the coroner and the police a little history of that scene. That's our main goal now. The hands-on is what has given us the reputation, because the students that I've produced are basically well-trained forensic anthropologists. I like to think that they figure out, and we give them the training to be forensic anthropologists, and then we may send them off to a PhD program, and they'll learn something about biological anthropology. But there are really very few, if any, programs that give as much hands-on practical experience as we do. Some of the graduate students that just recently graduated have 15 to 20 forensic cases under their belt, and those forensic cases come from being at the scene and knowing what to do there. They come from, once we get the remains back, they know how to process the remains carefully, to document it, and then analyze it and prepare the report. So they, start to finish, they know what they're doing. There's a lot of forensic anthropology programs out there that um, don't let the graduate students handle the cases. They think somehow um, it will taint the case, or I'm not sure what they're thinking, but they're at other programs. You may get a PhD in what may be described as forensic anthropology, but you haven't done any cases, and so that's not how it should be. So when they come here, from the first day. I remember one year, the first day of class, I hadn't met everybody, and Sunday night got a call about a plane crash in Westmoreland County. I grew up in Westmoreland County, and actually for this plane crash, it was just one individual, but we responded there, and so the first day of classes, they were working a scene, right off the bat.